Do you love where you live? People in Missouri might think they live in the best place in the state. After all, you wouldn't spend your life somewhere you truly didn't love, right? Not always. In fact, a Pew Research Center study determined that almost half of Americans would rather live somewhere else than they do now. Well, if you're in one of the Missouri cities we're about to highlight, odds are you don't want to go anywhere. The goal today is to analyze the best cities in Missouri to live. How did we do it? Well, we looked at the places with low crime, great jobs, great weather, affordable housing, and solid schools. We even looked at short commute times. You might be surprised by the results. So pull up a chair and put a smile on your face as we look at Missouri's best cities. Our first stop on our tour of Missouri's best city starts in Brentwood. While lots of people in Missouri might be like, "Are you kidding me?" When you look at the data, it's actually a great place to live. Crime's the 5th lowest in the state, and they have the 2nd best public schools in Missouri. Plus, Brentwood residents are in the top 5 for income levels. Our next best city to live in Missouri is Des Peres. The unemployment rate here is super low. It's relatively safe in Des Peres, and the housing market's great. And if you like sunny days, this is your place. It's the kind of place where you can just chill, yo. However, the public schools aren't as good here as they are in other districts, so your kids might not be getting the best education. Continuing our best city tour of Missouri brings us to Ballwin. This awesome city is 7th in income levels, 3rd in school spending, and there's hardly any vacant homes. That means lots of people want to live here. Crime's fairly low and the public schools are solid. If you live in Ballwin, you're probably straight chillin'. If you're looking for a great place to live, you might want to consider Clayton. Believe it or not, Clayton families command some of the highest incomes in the state, and people here are pretty cheerful. Plus, each Clayton kid gets about $1,000 more each than the state average. It sure beats some of the other middle-of-nowhere places in Missouri you could call home, that's for sure. Kirkwood comes in as the 6th best city to live in Missouri. While there's a ton of places in Missouri where people are very backwoods, you won't find that here, where residents earn on average the 3rd highest incomes overall. Kirkwood's 7th lowest for crime too. However, the bad side of this area is commute times. There aren't too many other places in Missouri where you'll sit in the car longer going to or from work. Despite the fact that many people haven't considered it before, Creve Coeur is actually a great place to live. Families are comfortable here and the housing market's just fine. And it seems just about everyone in Creve Coeur is in a great mood all the time. No surprises here that Town and Country is one of the best places to live in the state. Town and Country takes number 1 in 3 categories. It's the safest place to live, the unemployment rate's the lowest in the state, and surprisingly, commute times aren't that bad. And if you don't have a job in Town and Country, it's because you simply refuse to work. Where's the 3rd best city to live in Missouri? You might be surprised to hear it, but it's Webster Groves. Not only is Webster Groves one of the most beautiful cities in the state, it has great schools and low crime. Plus, it's not very crowded. And if you want to get away to a bigger city, it's easy. Yeah, people in Webster Groves have it made. This may not be a very popular opinion, but when you look at the data, Ladue is the 2nd best city you can live in Missouri. People here are pretty successful, and folks in Ladue earn pretty decent salaries, thank you very much. That means you can retire a lot earlier. Plus, you don't have to watch your back all the time since crime's really low. And where's the best city to live in Missouri? That would be Glendale. Surprised? Households in Glendale are in the top 10 when it comes to incomes. And not only do Glendale folks have great salaries, most of them have great jobs. Plus, you have a ton of stuff to do within a short drive. Factor in lots of fun, low crime, and lots of friendly people, and you've got one hell of a place to call home. If you live in Glendale or in any of the other Missouri cities we mentioned, congratulations. You certainly have a reason to smile.